Welcome to the So You Wanna Get Fat podcast. I'm your host, Chef Ryan Tsao, not your typical chef. And today with me is my bubbling
Take
co-host, take two, because he didn't have the fucking microphone in front of him. Frenchie, how you doing, buddy?
Sorry.
I don't care. We got postcards. People sent postcards because we kept saying, you're not sending us postcards. We're filming this from 340 West 46th Street, New York, New York. Zip code 10036 for the postcards you are sending us. Beautiful. One is from a dude in the Netherlands named Hannek. I'm not going to read this again.
I'll read it.
Okay, you read it.
Hello, from a small island in the North Sea off the coast of the Netherlands. It's a unique tourist spot and great for foodies too. The post house pictured on the card is now a well-loved pancake house, but it's way too expensive for one pancake with too many variation toppings. Not like when I was a kid. I'm not a chef, not even a good cook, but I'm learning, and your podcast is great.
Thank you, Hannek from the Netherlands, and this is from Michael from Leipzig, Germany. Leipzig, and this is from
the Pancake House
in the Netherlands. Thank you very much. Very sweet of you guys. We read this earlier. I guess I'll try to read this. Salut, Paul and Brian.
Salut.
So You Want to Get Fat, a postcard. Hope this one will arrive you and plenty will follow. Okay. I did. Okay. Maybe I am an idiot. Best wishes for you guys and your podcast. Kind regards, Michael. Thank you very much. What else is going on?
Today is just
today's been a bit of a shit show for the both of us. My car got booted. It's one of those window boots, so it's like suction cups that go onto your window. You can't move it, can't drive it. So I had to take an Uber to
and
from the impound, pay $180, $30 each way for the Uber. And they also, the fucking cherry on top was I still got a parking ticket. So I'm like $300 in to get to my car today.
And time wasted.
And then over the weekend, I had to fire one of my main guys at Mission for continuous fucking tardiness. And this past weekend, he did a no-call, no-show. And then he called us like after the shop opened. So anyway, I like you, man, but this has been a chronic issue. I had to let him go. That was kind of the last straw. So in addition to being as busy as I already am, now I have to work more shifts at Mission. And this is on the cusp of me just taking over the social media from the past company I was using to manage Mission social media. But I'm glad to say that has been fruitful. Business has, definitely improved since they took over. So I guess you got to take the good with the bad. But yeah, that was my morning and weekend. Oh, and it was my birthday last week.
Who? You?
Me.
Oh.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You didn't remember.
Yes, I did.
Until dinner time. And then he's like, "Oh, I'll be slick. I'll text my staff to bring a dessert with a candle in it and make everyone sing and make a scene in the restaurant," which it was kind of nice. It's on that moment is captured by Paul. He posted it on social media, called me his main squeeze, and then proceeded to call me a hooker in the text of the post. And I had some staff come up to me and be like, "What do you do with Paul?"
Yeah, but underneath, the other comments are, me love you long time. I love you long time. Yes, that's a Marcel accent, yes. By the way.
Yeah, Marcel accent.
Oh, dude, you have to watch the there's a like now the comedians are pushing back the opposite way of woke. There's this Ben Banka. Oh my god, he's just leaning hard into like racist jokes and everything.
Oh man.
But it's getting him It's making a point.
Yeah.
I was like, oh boy, and but
But it always overcompensates, right?
yeah, it's always,
Yeah.
what's his name? Oh, because I want to shout him out because he is
Okay.
fucking
Shout him out, shout.
hilarious.
Send me some clips and we'll feature him in the next podcast.
Ben, I don't know, we
Yeah.
can.
Why not?
Ben Bankus.
Ben Bankus. Okay.
Bankas.
Check him out. Shout out to Ben Bankus. Speaking of shout outs, I want to shout out Sven from Germany. Sven. He visited Mission Sandwich over the weekend, that same weekend where I had to let go of that dude. So I was actually very irritated. But Sven, you brightened up my day for sure because I was in a shit mood.
And what should our fans not do?
Oh, stop. Okay. All right. Listen, we have to have a serious fucking discussion, people. Okay. By the way, when you put something in front of the camera, block your face so it focuses on the bottle. Yeah, because every time I review and edit and you hold up the bottle, it's out of fucking focus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So block your face. Let me guess, you're not blocking your face, so that when I review the footage next week, I'm going to be pissed off. Yeah, you are. You would do that. Stop buying our sauce. Do you know why you should stop buying our sauce? Because we just sold out. We just sold out of the sauce of GOCHUJANG All Around, our collab with Samsa House. Samsa House is a mighty fine brand of hot sauces. And
featured on
Hot Ones. He was featured on last season of Hot Ones, the Smokey J hot sauce. Very good sauces. He reached out to us. He's a fan. He wanted a collab. We sold out of the first batch within 2 weeks. No, not even. Yeah, something like that. Doesn't matter. We sold out because you guys just had to keep buying it. But Sam was very proactive and he already got another batch started before I even told him. And there's only like a 2-day gap between this, when it's sold out and when the next batch arrives. So don't worry. Keep placing your orders. I'm sorry. No, stop placing your orders. Stop that. Bad viewers.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, move on. Alrighty.
What's the meat and potatoes today?
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I didn't talk about the meat and potatoes. I usually do that earlier. Meat and potatoes of today's episode is...
today is going to be a one-off today. Today is not good.
Yeah, today. The meat and potatoes of today's episode is the MythBusters.
Mm-hmm.
Can they bust the myth? Is it a myth or not? You can use a dishwasher to make lasagna. The viewers, after we put out that episode on Pro Chef Reacts, our viewers wanted to check out that episode of MythBusters.
Do I have to be here for this episode?
Yes. Because it features Alton Brown.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So we're going to check that out. But also, there's a lot of exciting things to cover. More on the McDonald's recall from E. coli poisoning that killed somebody, allegedly. And Subway gets sued again. There's lots of cool stuff to check out. And you know what? Should we just dive into the meat and potatoes?
Yeah, let's do it, baby.
Let's do it. Oh, my band's going on tour next week. Brooklyn, Poughkeepsie, and Philly. Okay.
Oh, Poughkeepsie?
Yeah, 14th, 15th, and 16th, I think. Hang on. Flyer's going to pop. Yeah, 14th, 15th,
How are you all getting there?
Driving in a van.
All in the same van?
Yeah.
Ugh, a smelly van.
I know, it's going to stink. It's great.
Ugh.
Okay, let us watch the MythBusters.
The MythBusters.
Yes.
Oh, by the way.
What?
Adam never responded.
Oh, Adam Rickman?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
You make him mad, huh?
I make him mad.
Yeah, you should apologize. I know you don't know how to do that,
I
but
know.
I can type it for you and you just hit send.
Okay.
And Alton Brown joined the team for their Thanksgiving food special.
Hey guys.
They tested a bizarre culinary myth we didn't have time to show you.
So, what can I do for you fellas?
Well, we have a particular MythBusters challenge we thought you might be interested in.
We've been told that it is possible to cook a lasagna using nothing but a dishwasher. We got to get some data. I mean, we got to know a lot more about the oven, as it were, before we can build.
Let's check out the dishwasher. Let's go.
Okay, so I don't recall if we said it exactly like this, but on our reaction of Extreme Cheapskates, we said it is doable, okay? Now, whether it's safe to do it is another story, right? Because the food has to come up to temp within a certain amount of time to make sure you don't have bacteria growth.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the if they're trying to save money but wrapping it with 10 layers of aluminum foil, it defeats the purpose.
Defeats the purpose.
You can do it. It'll warm up any food. Will it do it well? Will it do it more efficiently than an oven? We don't think so.
No, because you're baking. You want some direct heat to to crisp up the edges and the tops. And
we also said that a dishwasher, I guess we'll find out in this video, but a dishwasher at max is going to get to like 200 degrees, right? When you bake something in an oven, like a lasagna, you want to put it in there for a minimum of like 375 degrees, right? Maybe even 400.
Okay, let's get through this.
To have any chance of confirming this cooking cliffhanger, they'll need to know exactly what temperatures they can expect to reach and for how long.
That's what we want to find out here. So I'm going to drill a hole in the side of the casing where we can insert a temperature probe or thermocouple while the dishwasher's going through its cycles. We also want to see what's going on inside.
Can't you just get the manual? It'll tell you.
Oh, well, maybe they want to see it in real time.
Oh.
But you see the sign, dishwasher, cross out, they put oven.
We've made a piece of glass.
I know these guys. I've never seen a full episode, but I know who these guys are.
Door while it's running. We can't pull the door all the way off, otherwise none of these switches will actually work. But with the glass in place, we should be able to see exactly where it gets hot and where we want to cook our lasagna.
There's nothing like a bit of hands-on research, and it's so much more fun than just reading the manual.
I have always wanted to watch one of these things run with a pane of glass in it. This is like a fulfillment of a childhood dream for me.
Oh! It's a prospect so enticing that, just for a minute, they've almost forgotten the myth.
What I want to know is why there aren't more glass front. Oh, you know why? I do know why there aren't glass front machines, because they're noisy.
I would totally deal with the noise if I could watch this.
I'd pull a chair up, though. It's like a lava lamp, except you get
Exactly.
clean dishes out of it. All right, the probe.
Adam expertly inserts the thermocouple through the hole in the side.
Well, they even put a
And the
GoPro
wash
inside.
cycle, they hope to make a cooking cycle, begins.
All right, so now we're in the honest-to-goodness wash phase.
What temperature we've got?
It's hovering around 130 right now. It's about 125.
Well, that's getting up there.
Yeah, I'd really like to see it get up to 140, just for meat safety. Prolonged, time at that temperature would be good. Don't look at this for a long time.
Yeah, it's not enough that it reaches 140. It has to stay there for a while to like cook through the whole thing.
Yeah, cook through and kill off bacteria, right? So something like salmonella, you want to take it to 165. But if you take something to 140 and actually have it sustained at that temperature for an X amount of time, it'll also kill off bacteria, although take much longer. So it's a play of time and temperature. And right now they're only reaching 130. As no good,
Which is a wash temp usually.
Yeah.
Because because the industrial ones, you see the temp.
Yeah.
At all times.
Right. Yes, you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's just so you have an instant verification that your machine is working.
Yeah.
I'll hypnotize you. I look away every 5 or 6 seconds just to kind of clear my retina.
But even after 2 hours at the maximum setting, this kitchen's heat stands at just 136, meaning it's time to get cooking on a refined recipe.
Our dishwasher's temperature hovers between 130 and 140. How does that dictate what kind of lasagna we should make?
We're going to go with classic lasagna ingredients. We're going to cut things thinner than we might ordinarily. And as for the vessel, we're going to use something that is a little wider and longer than I would normally use in aluminum, which is a really good conductor.
All right.
Yeah. He's spreading it.
Yeah, he's basically increasing the surface area so the temperature can penetrate more. Listen, if you put everything hot into the lasagna tray, put it in the dishwasher, it'll make it hot. It'll melt the cheese.
Yeah,
but
my only issue is the cooking of the meat, right?
Yeah.
And the pasta. Is he putting dry pasta and it's
Right.
cooking through? Or is he already cooking the pasta and then assembling it?
Right. More than likely cooking the pasta. I think most people cook the pasta.
Ah, then yeah.
Yeah,
then-
it's fine, but in extreme cheapskates, she was using the fucking recycled sauce and the beef.
I can't
fat
believe we're donating more time to that.
we're not. We're donating time to Mythbusters.
Ugh.
Isn't the most dangerous thing they've ever done, but it pays to take care when your skills aren't as sharp as your tools.
Don't try this at home. Ow! I'm kidding. I totally didn't cut myself.
Under expert guidance,
You can throw in a little bit of this Italian seasoning.
the lasagna comes together layer by layer,
Say when on the sauce, huh?
Yeah, win on the sauce.
As Alton browns
Yeah,
off
so the
the
pasta sheets are already cooked.
Yeah.
So that's your. So you're just
You're
reheating.
just warming it up.
Yeah.
But man, when you put a lasagna into the oven and you bake it with dry heat, the real point of that is to remove moisture.
Yep.
Why? To concentrate the flavors, glue everything together, because the more moist you have in there, it's going to prevent things from sticking together. In the case of a lasagna, you actually do want all those things to glue together and stick together.
Smells good.
And he's not fudging here. It's standard practice to saute the
and the meat's
sausage.
cooked too.
Yeah.
So now,
but you know, cheap lady also cooked her meat.
yeah, but the whole point of a lasagna is to avoid all this work.
Right.
It's a one dish thing.
Yeah.
So
Well, for her, it was still a one dish thing. Her thing was that she thought she was saving money by doing that.
No.
Right. Which she's not.
Before it hits the oven.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, check out that episode. Pro Chef Reacts. Mads, put a link. The box will pop up here. Bling! It pop up and you can go to that video and watch it later. That video didn't do too good. I think we grossed out people.
yeah.
Yeah. They're very angry at me.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I didn't watch it.
When the boss calls a halt to construction,
You're not afraid of grease, are you?
no.
Oh, what the heck?
Adam learns the true meaning of a packed lunch.
Put that on there and squeeze the bejeebers out of it. No air in there. I think you got it.
That's actually a good step.
Good. Okay. Now we just need a lid. Foil, heavy-duty aluminum would be best.
And to make double sure that the lid doesn't leak, Jamie's rustled up something even Alton's never used in a kitchen. Aluminum tape.
Will it hold?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
This will hold.
Seems like it's not going anywhere.
I think we're good. I think that's as sealed as it can get.
All right. Let's wash it.
Wow.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
The lasagna is locked and loaded into the pots and
Wait, did they put it upside down?
It looks like it to me, but I'm not sure.
pan cycle. It's still anyone's guess whether that'll be hot.
Oh,
Yes.
they did.
Oh, this is scary
This is scary. But what's the why? Why did they do these?
because it's thinner,
I don't.
and the heating element
upside
is on the
down?
bottom.
Oh, the foil is thinner than the aluminum
Yeah.
can. I guess so. Okay.
And your heating element is way at the bottom.
Right. Okay. That shows the extra thought they put into
Enough
this.
to cook
Oh,
food.
and if it's close enough to that heating element,
Right.
you know how sometimes a spoon will melt out there?
Yeah.
It could, if it's properly sealed,
Yeah.
it's not going to get rid of the moisture,
Yeah.
but it could maybe.
Brown.
Oh,
Wow. Oh! Who's liking the episode now? Huh?
I'm not.
The tray should be clean.
I'm just making do.
You'll notice that we've turned the lasagna upside down, and that's because we don't want water to pool in a reservoir on top of it. We want the heat inside the dishwasher to be able to circulate as closely as possible all the way around the lasagna.
The clock is running.
Okay.
Water's coming in, and we're thinking probably in 2.5 hours, we'll be eating.
Excellent.
Excellent. Or inedible. You'd normally bake this at 375 degrees for around 50 minutes, not 135 for over 2 hours. And I might just add that you can't preheat a dishwasher.
We don't just have to hope that this is going
yeah.
to work without
Yeah,
any
yeah.
information about what's going on during the experiment. We have embedded a thermocouple right into the middle of our lasagna that's giving us a temperature reading.
True to the testing, the temperature finally settles in the mid-130s. It's just a matter of watch and wait till hunger and boredom take their toll. So much for this being the new lava lamp.
I think it's time. How long has it been?
It is indeed time. 2 hours, 42 minutes. I think we're there. You
Okay,
know,
but
it can-
what's the like now I'm in that cheap-minded mode.
Mm.
Like how much is the cost of the water and electricity to
Right,
run it
for
that long
for almost 3 hours.
for almost 3
Yeah,
hours?
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. It does not make sense.
No.
But that's also why.
Now, if for some reason your oven's on the fritz and
Yeah.
oh man, how could we cook this lasagna?
Right. Like you made the lasagna and you're like, oh shit, the fucking oven broke.
There's absolutely no reason for this.
could go a little longer, but I'm hungry.
Let's eat.
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
There's always something satisfying about a meal you cook yourself. And something ultra
Okay, first of all, he took off that glass with his bare hands. It is not nearly hot enough.
satisfying about one you cook on a pots and pan cycle.
There it is.
Now, is this a culinary triumph or a tray full of tepid and tortured pasta?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look at that.
It's not exactly crispy on top.
It was never going to be crispy, Jamie. Why do you... This is why we can't have nice things.
For a good time.
Yes.
It's a wet cooking method. We were never going to have that.
The test is in the taste.
Or the vegetables look done, that's perfectly serviceable.
That's absolutely serviceable. That's delicious. A meal cooked in the dishwasher. And a good meal.
That's quite good, actually.
Listen,
No.
if you made each individual component delicious, seasoned it properly, yada, 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 you assemble it, you just use the dishwasher
To warm it up.
To warm it up.
Yeah.
It can work. It can work.
Yeah.
Do we recommend it?
That is not cooking
Yeah.
in the lasagna.
Yeah.
It's heating it up.
Yeah, yeah. And there is a distinction between those two things. So for example, Starbucks, I think now they get health department inspections. But when they were just serving coffee, they were not getting health department inspections way back in the day, like 20 years ago. I remember this because I had a lot of friends working at Starbucks. And when they started serving food, you know, they had those Turbo Chef ovens.
Mm.
They would always have to specify, we're going to warm your food, not cook your food. And this, for the longest time, allowed them to skate past the health department because they were never cooking.
Right.
They were just serving. And if you requested, warming your food.
Oh, this is good to know.
Yeah.
They need to open up a concept like that.
I think now they...
no, now they don't.
No, now
But there's food in the house.
Yeah, food and health department's coming in. There's a coffee place right next to Mission. They only have baked goods and coffee, and they get the health department.
As you should, because you need to be inspected for all sorts of other hazards.
The cheese is melted. Everything's very tasty.
I don't know that I would remove an oven and install another dishwasher specifically for cooking.
But in a pinch.
In a pinch, you can do it. And on a bet, for sure.
On a bet. That's it. We've settled a bet here. You can cook a lasagna in your dishwasher.
So if you're
Then warm
happy to wait almost
a
3
lasagna.
hours for lunch, just one appliance can cook and clean up.
Here.
Does melting the cheese count as cooking? Because that's all that changed.
Yeah, true. You're right. I would say melting cheese.
And wilting the vegetables.
Yeah. I guess you can count that as cooking. All right. Well, that was today's meat and potatoes. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. But there's more. There is more to
There's
today's
more?
episode. Yes. My friend, Subway is getting sued again. Do you remember the controversies they had?
Their bread wasn't bread?
Their bread wasn't bread. Their footlongs aren't footlong. Their tuna isn't tuna.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, here, check this out. Let me just play the clip.
You wanted a spicy deal? Subway delivered.
This morning, Subway facing scrutiny in a new proposed class action lawsuit. The plaintiff, Anna Tollison, accusing the restaurant chain of grossly misleading customers after she bought a steak and cheese sandwich that the suit says contained 200% less meat than the hero's.
Holy shit.
What?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what they're advertising. And that was the sandwich they received. And I can attest to this.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, I was doing this show called I Tried So You Don't Have To. This was before I did Pro Chef Reacts. And I was tasting fast food and reviewing it as a chef. And one of the things I reviewed was Subway. And holy shit, was it bad. It was terrible. And it looked like that. It looked just like this. Barely any protein, but the advertisement shows it these.
Was depicted in Subway ads. Tollison's suit arguing that Subway's actions are especially concerning now that inflation, food, and meat prices are very high, adding many consumers are struggling financially.
Wait, Subway did what?
And the suit says other Subway customers have noticed shrinkage in its sandwiches, too.
Wow.
This one looks really, really skimpy compared to the picture.
Wait a second. Why did
Similar
they pick
lawsuits
this
filed in
guy?
the same
He
court
looks
against
like who's the guy who's a spokesperson for
Jared?
He looks
Oh my god, yeah, and then there was the Jared thing. Holy cow.
That's
Yeah.
This is like somebody
Yeah.
does not like Subway.
He's a YouTuber, Zach Attack.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You know him?
No, I don't know. I don't know every YouTuber.
Oh, well, you're my go-to.
Yeah, true that. I brought you into this world.
Skimpy compared
I'll
to the
take
picture.
you out.
Similar lawsuits filed in the same court against McDonald's, Wendy's, and Taco Bell were dismissed last year. NBC News has reached out to Subway for comment. With more than 20,000 U.S. locations, this isn't the first time Subway has come under fire for not meeting customers' expectations, like this mystery meat lawsuit filed in 2021.
2 California residents sued the restaurant chain, claiming that an independent test of the ingredients revealed that the sandwiches are made from, quote, anything but tuna.
Always a bad day when you have to launch an independent test to prove that your tuna is in fact tuna.
Yeah.
A separate lawsuit argued Subway's famous foot-long sandwiches were not actually a foot long. Both of those cases were eventually dismissed.
Where the chicken at?
Over the summer,
Well, how did they
another
answer?
popular
Well, it
food
depends
chain,
whose
Chipotle,
foot it is,
displayed
right?
customer
You know, this sucks because one thing I mentioned whenever I did these fast food reviews was the people that were serving me were fine. Like they're just trying to make an honest dollar. They're working hard, but they're working for these shit brands that do misleading things. And I would always say, try your best to support the mom and pop because they're the ones that really need your business and are probably working a little harder to really bring you delicious food most of the time.
Yeah,
Not every
unfortunately,
time.
the people who are suing them
Yeah.
are working their way down because then they'll eventually sue you and me.
Right.
You know?
And then there's a flip side to the coin is a lot of these people doing these lawsuits.
That's all they do.
They're opportunist scumbags.
Yeah.
It's a really
They'll
shitty,
sue like
shitty
40,
situation.
50 restaurants at the same time,
Yeah.
and whatever sticks.
Well, what about the people looking for handicap compliance? You know, that's their career.
That's all they do.
They work with a lawyer.
Yep.
And they just search for places that they can potentially sue.
criticism for smaller portion sizes.
When I get a bowl and they give me 2 pieces of chicken, I'm
I know
like,
this
can you just
guy.
add 1 more scoop? And they're like, do you want double meat? I'm like, no, I just want the chicken I asked for.
At the time, Chipotle's CEO admitting the social media criticism was fair, and as a result, the company planned to reevaluate its portion sizes. Complaints piling up as a difficult economy has consumers ask.
And I can sympathize with restaurants too that have to shrink down portions. I think it's happening across the board at many restaurants, not just fast food places.
Yeah, but the here is they're using the advertisement against
right, yes.
So like
you are correct on that.
You know, we don't advertise the sizes and things like that. Like it is what it is, and like the customer, like I mean, it has to be a serving size, right. You like when you feed a customer, it has to be satisfying.
Yeah.
You can't just give him like a spoonful, so it's got to be reasonable, right?
Yep. No, you're right. Absolutely.
To get what they paid for.
Yeah, I didn't know you ever got what it looked like in the picture. But so now what happens? What's next?
So look, a judge has to certify or approve this to move forward, right? So that could take some time. It's up to a judge next. But the lawsuit is seeking unspecified damages for New Yorkers over the past 3 years who bought sandwiches and didn't get exactly what they thought they were going to get.
Can't be all bun, you know?
I know, it just shows you just how inflation-wary consumers are. They just feel nickeled and dimed, and so here's another lawsuit
the tuna
showing
thing
that.
was disturbing, I think. Yeah.
Not anything but tuna. It's not the sandwich you want.
All right. So there you go, folks.
What? Wait.
What?
Oh, I thought you were going into that other video.
What other video?
all
Oh,
those-
no, that's for Pro Chef Reacts.
Oh, okay.
But now we get into, well, we already started, but let's do our intro for the not so current news. Ding. Nice. South Korea is spending.
I could do that less embarrassing now.
Wait, why?
Well,
Why
in
is
front of Pat, I was like, oh god.
That's right. You're all self-conscious.
I was, but I didn't. I in the middle of it, I was like, oh shit.
Did he give you shit about it?
No.
Oh,
No.
All right. South Korea is spending.
All I know is he's like, I don't think, but Paul better not think I'm doing this.
I have to look back at that footage.
I have to look at his
Was he
face.
staring at us like?
You
what?
have to put it. Can you put it side by side?
I mean, I'll look at that episode's out already. It's been out for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. South Korea is spending $327 million to stop loneliness epidemic.
Wait.
What?
What are they doing?
Well, let's see. Loneliness has become a severe issue in South Korea, particularly among middle-aged men, leading to many dying alone, known as godeska. Okay.
That sounds so sad.
Yeah. To address this, the government has committed 451 billion won, that's approximately 327 million, over 5 years to combat loneliness. Initiatives include a 24/7 counseling hotline, in-person visits, by who, and expanded psychological services. Mental health in Korea, interesting.
Are they sending hookers to people's houses? Is that what they're doing?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I mean,
so government is paying for hookers now. I don't think it's hookers.
Oh.
Just my opinion. I don't think it's
I mean,
hookers.
loneliness it's really depression, right?
It really is depression. But it's interesting because with the age of social media, I think people...
You know what? They should get them all puppies.
They should get them all puppies.
Wait. Do they eat them in Korea?
Oh, fuck you. Oh, my gosh.
So, no, don't give them puppies.
Oh, my. Get them cats. Oh, Jesus
I think
Christ.
they eat those
No,
too.
shut up. Stop. Moving on. Jesus Christ. But yes, Korea is known to eat dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Is that the one where they have the holiday that there's like a dog recipe? There is, right?
I think that's actually China that has like a holiday for it. I'm pretty
Must
sure.
be good.
I mean, listen, there is I'm not condoning this, okay? I've never tried it. I'm just telling you the facts.
The only reason why I think it might be good, because I think I watched an episode of something, and they were talking about how they shot wolves.
Right.
And they ate them, and they said it was amazing. It tasted amazing.
Ugh, I don't know about that, but listen, there's a culture around it. It's a different part of the world. You know, it is what it is.
Nobody better lay a hand on my puppy.
Yeah. But I do think, but you fucking asshole, they're not going to eat the fucking puppy if they give them a puppy.
Dude, I wasn't being serious. Right?
No, I know. It's just kind of funny. Okay. I was saying, though, with the internet and in these big cities, funny enough,
what's the name of this guy? Puberty?
Puberty, yeah. That's
Is
where
it
I get
puberty?
I don't know.
Or pubes?
Maybe pubes. Yeah. Okay. I was
off topic.
I'm trying to say.
Get to your point.
Trying.
The
internet, being in a big town, a big city, you can still experience a lot of loneliness. You can easily be isolated for sure. And then you can feel more isolated because you're looking on social media and seeing everyone in their wonderful lives and this and that. So
I'm so lonely. Oh, so lonely. No?
Oh,
Okay.
I love hearing that.
Hey!
Yay! Mr. Nigel Long. Nigel Long bringing debut comedy special to Hulu in February.
He doesn't have other specials? This would be...
Oh, that's right. He did a comedy tour, but he never...
I thought I saw one.
I think he put it on YouTube.
I definitely saw like a comedy, like a whole...
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe he only put clips of it. But anyway, good for him.
Oh, Hulu's
coming
good.
out. Yeah, Hulu putting it out on Hulu. Get that money.
Oh wait,
bitch.
Chef Reactions. We watch.
We watched this.
Oh
stuff.
yeah. I like him.
You want to watch one?
Oh yeah,
Let's just watch one right now. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do this shit.
I love him.
Okay, what's this?
Grandma kitchen I've ever seen in my life. Making some crepes. And I've actually seen this kitchen in person. This is my grandma Reactions. Yeah. Work faster. I'm just kidding. I love you, Grandma. You work as slow as you want. I don't give a fuck.
No.
That's her telling me that I need to eat at least 3 or 4 of them, which I did.
Oh.
Checking to see if it's done before flipping
Totally
it. She used to
French.
be able to flip it, like, just with her hands, but as you can see, those ain't what they used to be. She fucked that one up. She made me cut it out of the video, but guess what? I didn't.
No, she'll
I
fix
did
it.
not. Yeah. There's the evidence of her mistakes.
Perfect.
Just leave it there to shame her. So she knows what she did.
But that's the
not to
first
do it
one.
again.
Yeah.
It's
Oh. And before anybody says, "Oh, she's touching it with her hands," yeah, she made it for me. I don't give a fuck. That's my grandmother, and I love her.
and she's
Yeah,
gonna flip
come
it
on,
over.
let's go,
and it's gonna
lady.
eat steak.
There we go, finally. Beautiful. That's her saying, "Oh, my hands aren't working like they used to." She's got to have her laptop in the background so she can keep up to date with her stories.
Is this his actual grandma?
And feed the fucked up crepe to the dog. Okay, 1,000,000 out of 10 would eat. Love you, Grandma.
I always loved the fucked up crepe, the first one, because it's usually what the pan wasn't hot enough, so it's extra thick and it's gooey and it's uncooked and everything. Just put some sugar on there. The fucked up one was always.
Oh yeah, let's see. Want to watch?
It's like
another
raw
one?
cookie dough. You know, you eat raw cookie dough.
Let's watch another one.
Oh,
Wanna
yeah.
Watch another one. What do you want to watch? Which one?
Oh, it's Blondie. Do we take it or do we ignore her?
No, we ignore. It's
Oh, yeah.
my time.
let me tell her that. Bye. Goodbye. Click.
Okay, pick one. Which one?
That big phallic one.
Easy mac and
Okay.
cheese lasagna.
Easy
Yeah.
mac and cheese lasagna. Well, first off, those are two separate things. So, block of cheese, box of mac and cheese, and sausage, kielbasa, whatever, fucking bent like one of the things you hit the balls through on croquet.
This is for the whole family, so you'll want
It's
to
for the
use
whole
two
family, too.
boxes.
That's
And
good.
then, yeah, isn't it cool?
It's not.
And then once you have your macaroni laid down, then you just
That's a lot of cheese for
Fucking
that
AI
amount
voices
of.
can't pronounce shit.
take on a lasagna.
Okay.
Yet cheesy.
Oh, that's an AI computer
Just
talking?
put cheese slices down there now.
Really?
And then what's fun
It's not bad.
Your family has different preferences on cheese.
Okay.
Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna replace me with AI? Huh?
All the same cheese.
What?
Holy no! This is trolling.
Because some people just prefer it, you know. So
Okay.
then they take the back of the lasagna and
Oh no, I don't think it's AI. I think he's making
What?
fun of her voice.
Oh yeah.
One taking it from the front, the other taking it from the back.
all of that and over a rainbow.
Oh my God!
Sausage rainbow, as I like to
Is
say.
that cheese?
Over the
whiz? Oh, no, it's
sausage
ham.
rainbow. I want to drop a fucking house on this.
Lasagna a little bit spicy. So just take this and dap, 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 dap.
Let's
Okay,
not
how much
get
more is
carried
this?
away here.
Yeah, this one's. Okay, lost interest.
Yeah.
Moving on. More not so current news. How bars are adapting to Gen Z.
I
the
told you about
homebody
this.
The homebody generation. We've spoken
I
about
told you about
many
this.
times. For Gen Zers who turned 21 during the pandemic shutdown, staying home became the default social mode. As those young adults enter their mid-20s, an age when prior generations would have been fully in their club-going era, they're reckoning with the pandemic's latest effect on their attitudes towards bars.
Nightclubs are dying.
Yeah, and bars are changing to meet them in this moment too. Head to the bio to read more. We're not going to head to the bio to read more, but this is absolutely true.
First of all, they don't drink.
Yeah.
Okay. Second of all, they're homebodies.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They, you've always had that percentage of kids that were into video games, right? So it's that whole.
They're more plugged into the internet
Yeah.
more than before. And another thing is, because they're homebodies, the idea of big social gatherings is almost a little foreign, maybe
Yeah.
even a little scary. I mean, I'm noticing smaller restaurants being packed out more often, right? Because it's more intimate. I think it feels a little bit more home-ish.
Good news for me.
Yeah. I used to work at one of the premier, really the place
Nightclub
restaurants. I mean, I'm talking 1,000 covers for dinner on Friday and Saturday night, every fucking weekend. And on a slow night for us was 400 covers. Monday, Tuesday, 400, 500 covers. That was a slow night for us. It's far from that. I think on a Friday, Saturday, they're struggling to hit 400 now.
I know.
It's and I feel terrible, and I remember when I turned 21, it was all about going to the club and partying and getting bottles and going fucking nuts.
Popping some bottles.
Yeah, but like it's almost looked down upon now.
Yep.
We've spoken about
And
this
for good
before.
reason.
Yeah. It was a time of excess for sure. I do think there is something good about reducing the amount of alcohol consumption, but even alcohol purveyors are noticing a drop in sales.
That's why we're doing like a lot of mocktails.
Yeah. Yep.
Because they're coming in high already.
Yeah.
They don't need to get the high from you.
Yeah, true.
They just want the feed that the munchies.
Right. And it's cheaper for them to do that outside and then come to the restaurant and just get their food. Because at the end of the day, they still can't cook for themselves or cook good. Many of them can't. But
nobody knows how to cook. All these kids, they don't know how to work a car. They don't know how to dance. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to mend something.
I would argue many of them know how to dance because of like TikTok and shit like that.
No, that's not dancing. Like popping locks and all that. So that's not dancing.
Okay.
I'm talking about tango, pasador.
Oh, okay. You're right.
The
You're
waltz,
right.
the foxtrot. That's
Yes.
those-
You're right.
That's dancing.
That is dancing.
Dancing.
And it's so
Okay, you
wonderful
know
to
what?
watch. What?
No, I'll correct myself.
Okay.
Dancing with a person.
Right. Like a partner.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Because that's part of like the romantic, you know, those, peacocking.
Yeah.
and
I
all
can't
that
tell
stuff.
you like one of the first dates with my wife, we went to like a salsa night. I can't fucking believe I did it, but like that was something that was fun. We did a few times. I tried to learn a few things, absolutely terribly on my part. But it's this romantic thing.
Oh
that...
man, I used to look at my dad in awe.
Oh, your dad was a dancer? I know you're a dancer.
I'm a dancer.
Like Frenchie is a legit dancer. He can dance. When he hits the dance floor and he busts out some moves, by the end of it, he's sweaty as fuck.
That's
out of
true.
breath.
When's the last time?
Yeah.
Oh no, actually, I should be better now.
Yeah.
But man, when I was a kid, I remember my father going and not nightclubs, but like there would be cafes and they would have dance and or the town festivals and everything, and he would be on the sideline waiting, and women would like wait to see who was gonna ask to dance, and then women would come up to him and ask him to dance all the time. My father would just no. And then
no, I don't dance.
No. And then he would start. Then he would pick somebody and then dance, and boom, it was just like magic.
Yeah.
You look. I mean, I was like in awe.
Yeah.
Not that he was like the best dancer, and he didn't do like tricks and tricks. He just danced very well, and he knew how to lead. And
listen, someone who really dances, I mean, I would call them almost an athlete, right? That's a different level.
Yeah.
But to learn a few basic steps, like when I took a couple of those salsa classes to, get in with my wife, and it worked, but it's good to know a few basics for sure.
Oh, Asians are big on ballroom dancing.
Oh yeah, huge.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
they love ballroom
Europe,
dancing. Yeah,
Asia, Russians.
Yeah,
United States is the only one that's not into.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lost art form.
Because the kids in France, like I went to like the town, they all dance. They all know how to do the one step, two step, triple step, like on rock and roll. They know how to dance to rock and roll.
Sick. Okay, let's check this out. Here, just get right into it.
Fast food chains are taking raw onions off the menu after a deadly E. coli outbreak linked to McDonald's quarter pounders.
Why would the onions be not safe?
Well, we'll get to that in a second, but man, a lot of bad food outbreaks, man. Boar's Head with listeria, which
it's and it comes down to the cost and labor costs.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and it's
Yes.
So less people working, people are more tired.
Yes.
It's just it affects everything.
Yeah. And what
it snowballs.
With the bigger these
Didn't mean to cut you off.
It's fine.
Again.
Okay.
But as I was saying.
Fuck, I don't remember what I was going to say.
There you go. Mission accomplished.
Oh, you fuck to you. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. The bigger these companies get, what you're paying for most of the time, because they are squeezing every penny they can get out of their staff, out of their ingredients, is you're paying for their office. You're paying for their flights to go to meetings across the country. You're paying for, and not to say that you shouldn't get your bag, but what Paul is saying is so fucking true, because the bigger these companies get, the more overhead they have, and they have to have to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. And the only way they're going to do that is nickel and diming every single aspect. So at some point, a company just gets too big for its own good. You know, Mission uses Boar's Head products. That listeria outbreak fucked my business over the summer. So I didn't talk about this too much in past episodes because I was told by Pat and Paul that grown men don't cry. So I just bury it and keep pushing it down until... But my business this past summer was worse than last summer. And last summer was the summer I was crying to you. Like, what the fuck am I going to do? I can't. And we didn't even carry the affected products from Boar's Head. But it still freaked people out.
You're adjacent guilty.
Yeah, we're adjacent guilty. It really sucked. It was brutal. And yeah, it was because whoever's running that factory at Boar's Head, I think it was in Virginia, I believe. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. They fucked those people that work at the factory. You know, all the people that are just trying to make an honest wage, and they fuck guys like me too.
The company says that a single grower in California appears to be the source of the contamination.
The fallout continues from this outbreak that has killed one person and sickened dozens. The parent company for Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC says it's proactively removed fresh onions from menus at select locations after McDonald's named them as the likely source. McDonald's said yesterday a California supplier, Taylor Farms, was the source of the fresh onions used in the affected burgers. Earlier this week, Taylor Farms recalled whole and diced yellow onions from its Colorado facility for potential E. coli contamination, and what it says is an abundance of caution. The FDA and CDC continue
I don't want to
to
tell you
investigate the
why.
outbreak.
You know why.
In a statement to CBS News, Taylor Farms says it tests products and has found no traces of E. coli.
That is human
Meanwhile,
interaction,
quarter pounders
people.
have been pulled from 20% of McDonald's nationwide, and more than a dozen people are suing the company after reporting getting sick.
Or fast food chains.
Yeah.
As if you weren't already getting sick.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's... Dude. It's coming from people working the farms, and they say that it's runoff from the cattle farms up the street. No, it's the fucking overworked person on the farm that doesn't have access to doesn't have access to a bathroom, doesn't have a fucking break, a bathroom break
To go to the bathroom.
to go to the bathroom. So they shit
Because they're paid by yield.
Yeah. Yes, they're paid by yield.
So
Yeah.
they just...
Yeah.
I don't even want... Let's go.
Okay. Woman fatally poisoned boyfriend after believing he stood to inherit $30 million, but it was all a scam.
Dude.
Can you imagine?
Bitches.
Okay, moving on.
But not my 10%ers.
Yeah.
I love you all.
Oh, go pick up 10% club tea. Ladies cut tea. Link in the description below.
Well, I'm angry today.
We're both angry.
Oh my
We're
God.
both pissed. Yeah, there's a lot of piss energy today.
Yeah.
Remember Uncle Roger broke a world record? We did that on a previous episode of the podcast. Well, somebody did a Japanese bean champion sets new world record for eating baked beans with chopsticks. The bar truly is low. You and I truly.
Well, first of all, I would never do this. I don't want to eat beans.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that we just have to think of some ridiculous world record to break.
Someone wrote, "She's been there, done that."
Let's see what else. A monumental feat, that's for sure. Never change Japan. This would make a great ad for a baked bean company. There's a meme of a bean getting stabbed. Okay, moving on. And to end the not so current news today, end of an era. Last Blockbuster store.
There was a whole
closed.
documentary on this
Yes,
place.
I know, and it's closed down. The last remaining Blockbuster store in Bend, Oregon is set to close on October 3rd. I'm not going to read the rest. Man, end of an era.
Wait, where?
Bend, Oregon.
Man, they really made him bend over.
All right. We're going to start closing out today's episode. I have a few more clips. This is the clip.
The funny?
The clip of the
Give me the
day.
funny.
This is the clip of the day. I call this reflexes.
Is he going to get gaitored? He's going to get gaitored. Is this on a loop?
Boom! Fuck. God damn. Man, nature is brutal. And this day, Bambi survived.
That's a rare occasion.
All right, that's the clip of the day. And then here are just some random clips to cheer us up after being so pissed off today. This is some skills right here, my friend.
Down?
I can't tell what the fuck he wrote, but either way,
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. He made it look good. For all it could say, like, eat a dick. And,
why you always got to go to the dick?
I don't know.
Let's talk about dicks.
Yeah, I
love dicks.
I love the dicks. I guess so. No, I love the term. I love saying "go eat a bag of dicks."
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Whoever came up with that.
Louis C.K.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
he was like one of his jokes. Is like, "Don't only eat a bag of dicks." I was like, a bag of dicks. That's the first time I ever heard it. Was Louis C.K.
All right. This is called. I'm calling this. I didn't expect that. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
good job.
You're gonna like this.
Goat. I know. Look at that white goat. Oh, they are so cute. I know. Look, there's a black one.
Black one.
Goat. Black and white one. Yeah.
I know, that was my exact reaction when I watched this. And I love how she like, oh, it's a black and white one. Did you hear her? You want to watch it again?
White guilt.
All right, and the last clip of the day, or last clip of the episode.
Why didn't you just go, not you?
I love dogs, and who doesn't like dogs in costumes?
What does the dog say?
Oh, come on. I could watch stuff like this all day.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did making. And remember, it always gets better. And with that said, I'm Chef Brian Sau, not your typical chef.
Finish your plate.
And we'll see you next time. Say bye to the wide cam. Bye.